get a quarterback, put right on going to safety, but in practice they're playing linebacker. I mean, they absolutely Zach played corner the day before the day 3 is the only thing he's been a corner. How do you expect a kid to be successful at anything?
Viking fans, get on your feet. Here come the Vikings!
You can really see it when you're standing, like if you put your fingers.
Transaction. Okay, you can start rolling tape, Spencer.
And the growth spurt and the muscle bone.
We are having a coin toss in the middle of at the 50-yard line with the captains. Klahowya has won the toss and has elected to receive. Where Kitsap will defend the east end zone.
Well, you have a tangible, yeah.
Football fans, at this time, if you would please rise, remove your hats, and join the North Kitsap High Marching Band in the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to high school football Friday night under the lights up in Paulsbo, Washington at North Kitsap Stadium, home of the Vikings, as the North Kitsap Vikings host the Klahowya Eagles. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr from West Sound TV, joined by Kitty Campagna and our guest tonight, Keith Armstrong. And this is going to be a fun contest. It's the beginning of the Olympic League after 2 weeks of exhibition preseason games. Now, these two teams are playing for points.
Well, it definitely counts now, Doc. North Kitsap comes in 0-2, Clahalia 2-0, but that doesn't mean a thing. It depends upon who they've played in their first couple of games. When you look at them on paper, they look pretty similar.
Well, Keith, that last year these two teams had kind of opposite records. It was in the Olympic League, I believe, 5-2 for North Kitsap and 2-5 for the Eagles. How do the Eagles look this season?
Well, they're coming in 2-0, and you can just kind of tell by the winning the opening kickoff that they definitely want the ball. They want to run the ball down the field and try to get that early score and keep the momentum going from their 2-0 start.
And we are underway. Clahalia did win that toss and elected to receive, and they are going to start out at their own 20-yard line. I think this is going to be a fun game, actually. North Kitsap was one of the teams that was kind of prognosticated before the beginning of the season to do pretty good this year. And Klahowya, I always like to see Klahowya do good.
Oh, definitely. And these two teams just, they always have a tough contest. Last year, North won it 34-14. So I know Klahowya's coming in with a little revenge. They started out last year so well and then hit a really tough Squim team and just kind of went downhill.
And the first play of the game for the Clahalia Eagles is going to pick up a yard, 2 yards maybe.
So Keith, why don't you just give us a little bit of your football pedigree quickly so our viewers know?
Well, it's kind of different for me being up in this box. Usually I'm down in the field. I've been coaching the Central Kitsap High School Cougars the last 3 years, and with the 9th graders coming up to the high school, I decided to take the C-team boys basketball job. So obviously that opened up my Friday nights, and I'm just happy to be here.
You were missing your Friday night lights, weren't you?
Exactly.
Well, Connor Langloff, the junior quarterback for the Clahalia Eagles, picked up a nice 7 yards on that. Little more, bring up 3rd down and short.
Doc, the stats I looked at, if anything happens to Connor Langhoff, they might be in trouble. He is both offense and defense, as many kids are out there, but he has a lot of really good stats for this team.
Well, it looks like where they're going to place it is going to be a 1st down. We'll see. They're actually calling. Nope, they're moving them. 1st down for the Clahalia Eagles at the 30-yard line.
Looks like they're spending a lot of time running to that left side of the offensive line where big old David Lear is manning that position. And I anticipate Clahalia looking to run the ball, establish a run, and maybe throw some passes in there just to keep North Kitsap honest.
Well, Lear was all first team Olympic League last year, but that was defense.
Nice fake there, and Langloff took her up for another gain.
Not a lot of huddle time. They are just running the quick offense right now.
And good run by number 2 for the Eagles. That's Latrell Simpson.
Coach Erickson says he doesn't know what other teams have, but Simpson is something special. He thinks he's one of the best backs in the area.
Well, another 1st down for the Eagles, moving it out to about the 41-yard line. And same set pretty much back there. 3 backs with counting the quarterback. And it's a handoff to, well, again, another fake. This time, North Kitsap did a good job of identifying that and stopping them.
Well, you can see that North Kitsap is in a 5-3 defense, and they're committing themselves to stopping the run. And it's going to be an interesting night. The running game of Clahalia against 8 men in the box of the North Kitsap Vikings.
Yeah, they did say that they were going to do that this year, that their difficulty is in stopping the run, but it happens to actually be the same difficulty that Clahalia has.
Man, a rollout pass for a completion to Klahowya's number 5, who is Casey Sargent.
That is only the 11th completion for Klahowya this year.
Now, is that part of the sergeants that we know of the
I believe
football
they are
legacy?
related. I do believe that.
Uh-oh. Hankies everywhere.
I don't think there's a
Sergeant.
official out
Oh,
there without,
okay.
yet, who still has his yellow hanky.
Well, I'll take them back 5, and that could be a big 5. Now, it's 3rd and going to be a little over 10. It was 3rd and 5. So North Kitsap starting to stiffen up a little bit on D.
Fairly nice evening. I don't know if it's still raining or not. The cheerleaders are in their rain gear, that's for sure.
Oh, pitch back, but nothing doing. A great job on the D that time by number 24 for North Kitsap.
Tried to run the speed option there to the short side of the field, and it looks like North Kitsap was ready for that.
I believe that is Tom Christian, or Christian Tom. But we'll see. We don't have a 24
Oh,
an
it does
hour.
say 60 there, doesn't it?
That's
I
a
think it might
little abstract number in that
in the
era.
middle.
area. And it will be Connor kicking. Uh-oh. Does a nice job of picking up that hike that was on the ground. And oh, we have another flag out there on the sideline.
Well, I think that's marking possibly, it looked like it hit a Klahowya player. So they're determining.
We'll see when referees get together what that flag was about. But Klahowya got a few yards, moved it a little bit, but then North Kitsap D came on up. And everybody that I've been seeing and reading and hearing about, Keith, has been talking about needing time for their teams to gel. And it always seems to me that at the beginning of the season, it might be a little easier for the D.
It definitely is, and playing 2 non-league games to start the season, you kind of, you get your feelers out. You have some, some sophomores that never played maybe before, or some juniors that were playing JV last year that are asked to be in step up and play on Friday night in front of the big crowds.
North Kitsap lost a lot of seniors, as did the Klahowya team, so we're seeing some change out there.
First down for the Vikings on their own 40-yard line. Completed pass out to the outside on the far side, and it's going to be very close to a first down. We'll have to see where they're going to spot it. And the quarterback out there, Cody Blackmore, also one of the captains, and Andrew Hecker.
Pretty surprising call for me. Usually North Kitsap with Jerry Parrish, you're running the wing T, and the old adage is we used to say you Jerry Parrished it. You run the same plays 10 yards down the field every time it works. Why not?
Jerry
Keep going back
is
to
a legend, no doubt.
Well, Jeff Weibel, been here for 3 years, and that's a good amount of time to kind of get your people together and your staff and your team. And there's a first down for the Vikings down into the Klahowya territory, down to about the 38-yard line, and that should be enough for a first down.
That was Kyle North with the run last year. He had over 800 yards he was just a sophomore running back then. He's a junior this year.
Well, it was great to see Verge still out here coaching, working on the sidelines.
Well, these coaches are so good about sending me these rosters ahead of time. Those of us who are a little blinder than Keith need them bigger, bigger font.
And there's a handoff. They're going to go down to about the 35-yard line. And that'll be Kyle North. Appropriate name for a North Kitsap Viking.
That was a nice run by Kyle. Really didn't have much. Stood behind his blockers and got the 3 yards that he needed for that first down.
Patience is always so important for those running backs.
Well, Coach Weibel says he's going to bring in different sets of running backs to keep them fresh, since they are playing both offense and defense.
Oh, nice completion.
The Kyle North
down to the 10, 5 into the end zone for the first score tonight, and I do not see any penalty flags.
Well, it looks like North Kitsap's been watching some film. Maybe they saw something on the left side of that Klahowya defense that they could capitalize on, and 3 of the 4 plays on this drive were to the Klahowya's left side of the defense.
Cody Blackmore to Kyle North for the first 6 points here in the first quarter at the 6:12 mark.
Which means we get the band. That's all. That's what you miss, isn't it, Keith?
And North Kitsap will set up for the PAT, and it will be Andrew Hecker, who is one of the captains for North.
I think North has about 10 captains.
And pretty good kick.
Yeah, watching Hecker warm up and before the game, he was kicking some 50-yard field goals with pretty easy for him. So,
Yeah.
I think that having a good kicker in high school is definitely a big advantage to any team.
It looked like it could have gone a ways the way he booted it right through the middle and a lot of distance and height on it. And North Kitsap, and I'm not going to remember his name, but last year had, I thought, one of the best high school kickers we had ever seen.
Well, they had Zach Sampson a couple years ago, who was
Zach.
also a soccer
Yes,
player.
that's where he came from, the pitch.
Yes, exactly. I think in high school you see much better kickers than you ever saw before, and part of that may be because of the soccer programs, but these guys are pretty incredible. He does have a little bit of a wind behind him on that particular kick, but that could have kicked through a gale force wind.
6 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, and North Kitsap on the board, 7-0 over Klahowya.
Well, North Kitsap's probably pretty happy with the start. 0-2 to start the year. They took the ball in their first possession and marched right down the field for an early score.
And that's a good kick, too, into the end zone. It'll be brought out to the 20-yard line, which is where Klahowya will start again. And actually, those first two, that first game that North played was against Archbishop Thomas Murphy.
Yes, that's how the APM comes in.
And they are a pretty good team. And North lost by 1 point in that one.
I think I saw that they were ranked 8th, so they were higher before that. Almost getting beat by North hurt them.
And I believe they're a 3A school.
I can't remember for sure. But their second one, Bishop Blanchette, was a Saturday afternoon, and I'm not sure they remembered to show up. So we'll just, it wasn't Friday Night Lights.
Well, Klahowya starts out, and they're not going to get anywhere beyond that 20-yard line. Yeah, one of the guys getting enough up the bottom of that pile is number 30. That's Cole Milliard.
Yeah, with that North Kitsap 5-3 defense, you're going to have to see Klahowya maybe try to throw a couple passes in behind the linebackers or some swing passes to keep North Kitsap from stacking the box.
Yeah, rolling out to the outside. Ball is gone.
It's intercepted.
Oh, nice pickoff by North Kitsap Vikings. Coming down this way over to the other side of the field to the 20, 15. Finally brought down, and that is Andrew Hecker.
First team All-Olympic League defense last year, and you're seeing why. He's also adding wide receiver to his resume this year, so just a junior. He started as a freshman. The kid is an athlete.
And down into Klahowya's red zone once again. The Vikings are going to start out on about the 15-yard line.
So Keith, you obviously read what they were going to do. On that pass, was it just underthrown, or what was our problem that we saw with that?
Well, it looks like the cornerback was on the far wide receiver, and the safety came over for some secondary help on that. And unfortunately, he tried to force the ball into the receiver, and it was intercepted.
So a really good job by the defense to get that double team out there. I didn't see a lot of other receivers they had to cover at that point.
Yeah, at that point, this quarterback running out of the pocket, throwing against his body, you'd probably like him to either throw it over the head out of bounds or just, take the ball and just run with it.
Second down for the Vikings, and coming around this near end, it's going to be another. Well, let's see. Nope, it's going to be just short of a touchdown for Kyle North.
You know why? They spun
North.
Well, they spun him, and the ball came down. That was a great call by the officiating crew.
Great block out there on the edge by number 22, TJ Jensen, for the North Kitsap Kitsap Vikings.
Okay, it's first down and goal to go from the 1-yard line or inside for the Vikings. 4:35 on the clock here in quarter number 1. And it's going to be quarterback, keeper, and into the, let's see, I haven't seen it yet, but it looked like he made it.
I don't think so.
No, they're
No.
going to see again, just short.
That would be the chain gang stuffing the quarterback that particular time.
Cody Blackmore coming up just now. That's second down, goal to go at about the 3-inch line.
Also in there you see Bryce Hacker, who's one of the wing backs, or Hecker, not Hacker. They have a Hacker and a Hecker, so I have to make sure I get the ones right.
Sounds like a law firm. Hacker and Hecker.
It might be.
And this time Blackmore will hand off to Kyle North, and Kyle finishes the job, putting another 6 on the board for the Vikings at the 3:49 mark in number 1.
Kyle's also just a junior, so this bodes well for the future as well for North Kitsap.
Yeah, North Kitsap's very young, very talented, very fast. Quarterback Langhoff switched from defensive back to quarterback this year, and they have 4 very speedy running backs that can carry the ball anytime they want to.
The stats I've seen says Langhoff also still plays DB once in a while.
And that one is through the uprights once again for Andrew Hecker, and it is now 14-0 in favor of the Vikings. They are certainly making up for that shellacking last week.
They did not like getting beat like that, you can tell, and you like to see them come to their home field. Great group of fans out there. The band looks like they might have some new uniforms. The field is in good shape and being turfed. These guys, what a night for football.
Coach Weibel's got to be very happy about the start for the Vikings after coming in 0-2. They've taken the ball on their both possessions in the first quarter and driven it right down the field pretty easy for 2 easy scores.
Plus their defense has shown so far.
And I believe Coach Erickson from Klahowya is in his 3rd year also.
He is. That is exactly where he's at.
2 3-year coaches, Jeff Weibel and Dan Erickson.
Coach Erickson finally feels like he's getting a little bit more togetherness with his group, and they both talk about chemistry so much.
And kickoff, but we do have some whistles out there.
Looks like we might have a offsides on the kickoff.
The flag is way over on the other side of the field, and that probably does indicate that.
So Andrew Hecker will go back out there, one of the captains. Now, I noticed something in college football, and I thought I was going crazy. On the kickoffs, they are actually kicking 5 yards farther down the field, and if it is a touchback, it comes out to the 25 and not the 20. And that is not true for pro or high school from what I can see, but they've changed it as a safety rule for college. And I thank God for Google is all I can say.
I think this is their 2nd year of doing that.
Oh, is it?
Cut back on the concussions.
That is correct, yeah.
And
So it took me a year to notice.
The ball kickoff will go into the end zone, back out to the 20, which is where Klahowya has started so far, all 3 possessions.
That's 80 yards is a long ways. You just, I think you once need to stand on a football field and look down that distance and know how far that is. But I know that Coach Erickson is going to keep them patient. They'll probably continue with the run. Some we'll see what new plays they might have. He swears he goes out of the box, so we'll see.
New plays and new players. Klahowya lost 15 starters last year, so they've definitely had to regroup and, turn to the guy to your left, introduce yourself. Turn to the guy to your right, introduce yourself.
And Langhoff with the handoff there, and a pretty good pickup for Latrell Simpson.
Well, one of the advantages Klahowya at least has is that they have their younger kids all in the same building, and so they're kind of working the same program. Whereas you were explaining in the central Kitsap district where they're just now getting those freshmen up to the high school, they that cooperation between the 3 or 4 junior highs just isn't there yet.
Yeah, and that, having the 9th graders at the high school this year playing sports and hopefully in the building next year, 9th
Correct.
graders.
That's what John Servinski was telling me.
That's a big thing, and I agree. As a 9th grader, you're earning high school credits. You should be in the high school where you're at.
I think you need to be. I know that it's very difficult for the junior high teachers to convince those 9th graders these count. You guys really, this is your grade point.
Third down now for the Clahalia Eagles, and they've got about 3 yards to go for a first, a little over. Man, it's the handoff once again. This time a nice job on defense by the Vikings, not letting them get much past the line of scrimmage and getting up off the bottom of that pile. Number 68, Chris Robinson.
And unfortunately, it might be a few years before South Kitsap gets the 9th graders in their building, because I don't know if that school can hold anymore.
Oh, they're so huge already.
Yeah. They had 170 kids turn out for football this year.
Largest school in the state again.
You should have seen the roster we worked with last week.
Came in a 3-ring binder.
Exactly.
Fourth down, and the Eagles are going to have to boot it away. Again, kind of a low snap on that long snap.
Not a bad choice on that pooch kick.
Well, just to get it off. That's about the second time, at least, that the long
first one
snap has
bounced.
been pretty close to the ground.
I wonder if he's like a shortstop for their baseball team as well.
And a wise decision by the Leaf Klinger back there for North to just let that ball go out of bounds. He was trapped over there in the corner, and he wouldn't have nowhere to go. So it's a smart decision on his part.
So the Vikings will take over with 1:46 left to go here in the first quarter, up 14-0 over the Eagles.
Something you don't see very often from North Kitsap, a trips left formation with a single back.
And Blackmore's going to the air. He's got 3 men to this side. A good reception near midfield. And getting up off of that bottom there is number 8 for the Vikings, Tyler Lee, another captain.
Well, Tyler Lee is starting because number 21, Sean Kroll, was injured in the very first game. He was one of their leading players, and I don't know how long he's out for, but we have our injury report. It came from the Las Vegas line.
Tyler Lee, a nice little target out there for the quarterback, 6'2", 185-pound wide receiver.
First down for North, and Kyle North going into Clahalia territory, taking it down to the 35-yard line.
He can say his name is on this stadium, so he's, North. We'll go with that. He's having that kind of game so far.
North Kitsap running behind number 73, Brendan Gill, the 6'5", 308-pound junior.
There was another one, 300, and that I believe that one is Casey Pickens, who is a senior. That's a huge line.
With a bad knee, I might be able to run behind that line.
Coming around this near side is quarterback
Blackmore.
Blackmore.
Nice job of Clahalia stringing that out to the sideline. He's still got 3.5 yards.
Second down now for North Kitsap.
The first 2 games where Clahalia came out so well, they played Cleveland and they won that game 22-7. And then they had a home contest against Chimacum, 40-7. They're trying to see some of that offense and defense. They were only letting 7 points score.
Second down, and Kyle North picks up some more yardage for the Vikings. Bring up third down now and about 3.
If I'm North, I'm going to probably look to run that ball again to the right side, and 3 yards. They've been averaging about 5-7 yards a rush, so wouldn't be surprised here if they move the ball to the right side on this third down play, or maybe even a quarterback keeper over there to the right.
Well, the quarterback back in the gun. Blackmore, a couple steps back. Uh-oh, Hankey out there. He's got wide open receiver. Number 11 takes it inside the red zone, but we're going to have to find out what that hanky is for. Unfortunately, it's kind of in that position that quite often is holding.
Well, it went out there really quick, and it was illegal motion.
Okay. But it's against North Kitsap. That was a nice catch by Trevor Dennis. And so far, they've been able to get some receivers open, Keith.
Yeah, they're having a very successful time finding the open receivers. Klahowya might have to make an adjustment here and maybe move to more of a cover 2 or perhaps even go into man on their corners.
28 seconds left to go in this first quarter, and now after the 5-yard penalty, it'll be 3rd down and 8 to go for the Vikings. Move the ball back to the 34.
Well, the quarterback, Cody Blackmore, a senior, has been battling for the quarterback position for 3 seasons, and against A.J. Milliard, not successful. A.J. was a starter, so Cody is extremely excited to finally get an opportunity to work with these guys. There's so many members of this team that he has played Pee-wees with and moved up through the ranks over the years.
Looks like we had a Klahowya player run off for maybe an equipment issue.
An equipment malfunction.
Dysfunction if it's my ear.
Oh, Blackmore's got some heat on him, but he gets the ball away down to the 20-yard line. And once again, it's Dennis. Number 11, Trevor Dennis. That was just about the same spot he was open in last time.
Really nice job by Blackmore to not get sacked and to find Dennis. I like the way Dennis held his position and waited for that throw.
Almost looks like it was the same play they ran on the penalty. They must have saw something that they liked and they went right back to it, and same result as a first down, about a 20-yard catch.
End of the first quarter, and the North Kitsap Vikings lead 14-0. Okay, we are back at Viking Stadium up in Paulsbo to start out the second quarter. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, Kitty Companion, Keith Armstrong up here bringing you this Friday night prep high school game here, football game. And let's thank the kitsapsun.com/football and the Peninsula Auto Group for making it possible for us to share this game with the entire world. Not just the community like we do on Community Access like BCAT. It's worldwide now on the internet thanks to the Kitsap Sun.
Plus the really cool thing is immediately following this is archived on YouTube, so people can still come back and check it out. I've checked out some numbers on the first couple. We've had over 300 viewers, which may not sound like a lot, but that's a great number of people who are picking up some high school football from Kitsap County.
And of course it will be on BKAT, our Community Access channel, in about a week and a couple days. Here's the handoff going around to that far side, 22. He's got a lot of real estate, but a yellow flag comes in. There was a chance for a tackle there for Kaylor Rogers, but couldn't quite get to him.
I think we might have maybe a block in the back or a hole downfield.
That running back was T.J. Jensen, who is called their speed back, and I can see why.
Illegal block in the back is the initial indication against North Kitsap.
Keith is right. That was a block in the back.
It's one of those plays you hate as a coach because the guy's going in for the touchdown, and one of the players unfortunately probably had his head on the back instead of across the chest of the defensive player.
Is marked off from the spot of the foul. It was first down.
And North Kitsap's ready to go. before our man in the white hat says,
And our
"Take it."
chain gang haven't even...
Well, it's a first down for North. Deep into Clahalia territory once again. Blackmore fakes the handoff, rolling around to this near side. Open receiver and another touchdown for North Kitsap. Andrew Hecker, receiver kicker.
And defensive player as well with the interception.
Nice play action, a little roll out to the right there, and had a wide receiver right open in the corner of the end zone.
Well, Hecker catches, and now he has to go kick.
I think he's going to bring some hot dogs at halftime also.
Up here, I hope.
Well, so far, North Kitsap is doing what North Kitsap hoped they would be able to do, which is put some points on the board, as well as stop Clahalia.
That was off to the right.
And first missed PAT tonight. So it's 20 on the board for the Vikings at 11:43 here in the second quarter.
I saw for the first time in the Nebraska game where they actually challenged that PAT. The coaches could tell, they called it good, and then when they looked back at it, they figured out that it had gone off to the right. Something brand new.
Well, that's why those referees are down there.
They are, but even when you're right under it, you have to tell whether it's gone inside that pole or not.
20-0, and once again, number 5.
He is a busy man.
And you know, it doesn't list K on the schedules, the lineups here for him. It's WRDB. And Clahalia is going to have deep receiver about the 5-yard line. That's a good kick, going to be picked up at the 10-yard line by the Eagles. Over to that far side, and number 30 carrying him. That would be Colton Kendall.
Nice job by North on the kickoff, staying in their lanes and making a tackle down at the 24-yard line.
But that is the best starting position for Klahowya tonight.
That's correct.
And that was actually 31, Doc. It was Kayla Rogers.
Oh, okay. So they will, now there's a discussion with the referees. Actually, I didn't see a yellow flag, but apparently. A hold against the Eagles is our indication.
This is no longer their best starting position of the evening.
Well, I think if you're Clahalia here on this drive, you really need to look to establish either the running game or the passing game. Take some time off the clock, and even if they don't score, it'd be nice to have them put together a 5 or 6 minute drive to kind of stop the momentum of this early North Kitsap domination.
So that's going to move them back to the 15, their own actually 14-yard line. First down for the Eagles.
Well, their big rusher for the year has been John Harris, number 44. He has 16 rushes for 250 yards.
Man, there they go to the air, and it is complete. Langhoff out to Simpson. And I did see where Coach Erickson said they would use Simpson as a receiver.
Oh, sure.
As well as a runner.
With that speed?
Second down and less than a yard to go here for a first for the Eagles. Back at that
There's 44.
Oh, yeah, and he's got some running room out to the 40, 45-yard line. Finally brought down by Hecker.
Good to see Clahalia get a little momentum here on this drive. 2 big plays to start their third possession, I believe, in the first half.
Well, they really need it, actually. Like you said earlier, they got to get something going, at least hold the ball for a while.
Well, even field position. At this point, if they have to kick, they will finally put North a little bit deeper.
Well, we've got a timeout out on the field. And Klahowya has the ball with a first down at their own 45-yard line. Happy to have you with us here on high school football.
Timeout is for Kitsap.
That timeout was tagged to North Kitsap. Apparently the coach saw something out there that they wanted to change.
Well, that is the largest gain they've had on them tonight. They were happy with the open field tackle, but not the fact that he made it that far.
Defensive coordinator Dave Snyder went out there and talked to his guys and might have seen something in their formation or something that maybe Clahalia came out doing differently on this drive.
Handoff coming around to this near side. Oh, stopped rather quickly by 68. That would be Chris Robinson.
That was a very decisive tackle.
No gain on that one. In fact, maybe length of the ball lost just behind the 45 now for second down.
Robinson, the junior, 6'5", 284. That is a pretty good size defensive lineman in high school.
Back to the quarterback, back in that tee. He's going to pull it down, and he's did a nice job. There wasn't a whole lot of room out there for number 15, Langhoff, to run.
Yeah, really smart decision by Langhoff. Little speed out of the backfield, out of the pocket. Didn't have anything available, and tucked the ball and got 3 or 4 yards on that.
That'll bring up third down now for the Eagles, and they are at their own 49-yard line. Got to get about 6 yards to get a first down.
Really looking to get into North Kitsap territory finally.
And Harris is in there and beyond. John Harris takes it for a first down into North Kitsap territory.
Well, John is the leading TD person on the Klahowya Eagles. He has 3 TDs this year.
Maybe they were just saving John.
You never know. I don't think I can get into the mind of a coach.
The quarterback, Langhoff, will keep it, and he will lose about 3 yards. Lee on that tackle.
I don't know if that was a busted play or his blocking just fell apart on that.
9:42 to go here in this first half. Klahowya's doing the first task, though, keeping the ball and making some first downs. Langhoff will drop back. Long pass into double coverage. Oh, that's always scary. But we have a yellow flag down. Oh, boy.
You know, I would not be surprised if that's maybe not a little helmet-to-helmet infraction there.
As opposed, I didn't think it was interference.
Yeah, I think he was there plenty of time. I don't think he had any contact. I think on the follow-through he might have banged helmets.
And as you know, with their concerns with concussions, that's something they will call.
Yeah, we will see what the gentleman in the white hat says. Personal foul against North, and yes, indeed, he put his hand up to his head. So that's a big break for the Klahowya Eagles, not only moving them into North Kitsap territory, but taking them down inside North's 30-yard line.
That is definitely one of the emphasis this year that the WIAA came out and said players ducking their heads, especially the running backs ducking the heads. You're going to see a lot more of those calls being made this year.
First down for the Eagles. Langhoff hands off to Harris, and he's going to get dropped behind the line of scrimmage, and we got a couple Vikings slowed down at first by number 55. That would be Bob Evans.
It's a really nice job by the North Kitsap defense. A guy running the ball that big
all you're really looking for is that first initial defender. Is just get a hold of him and have the rest of the guys come in and tackle him up with you.
And that's exactly what happened. Evans got in there to slow him down enough for his buddy to come and take him down.
Well, it was somewhat of a broken play just from the start. That hike was so high. Does Langhoff get reception yards for that when he has to bring it down like that?
Oh, he had a wide open receiver, but a great job on D that time by Bryce Hacker.
Knocked down by Bryce Hacker.
So it's going to bring up third down, about 12 now. Clahalia needs to put something together here to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, I don't think he saw Hacker there. He was lined up on the line of scrimmage and the ball was snapped. He dropped back into the flat where that pass was intended for.
Well, there was definitely green between the Klahowya player and North Kitsap had he been able to get the distance on it and been able to throw through Hacker.
Third down. Bad quarterback. Langhoff's keeping it. There's a flag out there, and he's going to get just about enough. No, it's going to come up short of the first down, but we'll have to see what that flag is.
Penalty markers down. Brady Graham made the tackle.
Heard some screaming up here in the coaches' boxes. You never know what has happened there.
Looks like number 6 for North was giving the old I got pushed in the back to his coach.
And that appears to be the call. Blocking in the back against the Eagles. This is, what do you do in this? Not take it? Because they didn't make the first.
I think you got.
Or you push him back.
I think you got to push him back. Takes him out of a possible field goal range.
And you know they'd go for it otherwise
Exactly.
at 4th and about 3.
Okay, and that's exactly what North elects to do. 10 yards.
Yeah, 4th and 3 down 20. You're definitely going for it on the other team's 22-yard line, but now they're back to the 34, so it makes it 3rd and about 14. A little bit tougher. Kind of got to reach deeper into your playbook for a play here.
8.5 to go here in the first half. Straight drop back. Across the middle, there's that open receiver for the Eagles, and the Klahowya Eagles put some points on the board, and it would be Kellier Rogers. And that's exactly what the Eagles needed.
They've got to be happy bouncing back. Nice long drive, what we talked about earlier. They needed to knock some time off the clock and try to get a score on this possession, and they definitely did that.
And even after that penalty, they were able to come through.
So on second thought, maybe they shouldn't have taken the penalty. No, I think they made the right decision, but Klahowya came back, did a really nice job, and they'd seen a play where their guy was wide open. This time the quarterback was able to get it to him.
Yeah, we have a timeout, Klahowya, and are they going to discuss if they're going to go for 2?
This early, you doubt it. And they have a fairly successful kicker. It's Casey Trask. He's 6 of 7 on PATs this year, so I don't think you should yet.
Yep. Maybe they just wanted to be sure they had the right people in.
That's very possible.
8:10 on the clock here in the first half, and the Klahowya Eagles have just put 6 on the board. Trailing North 20-6.
That was a nice call by Coach Erickson there. He had a single coverage on the left side of the field, and the receiver was able to turn the cornerback inside of him, and the quarterback had a nice throw up the seam for a fairly easy throw and easy touchdown.
Kayla Rogers is actually listed at 5'6", 140, but he is their leading receiver. He had 50 yards coming into today. He had a couple touchdowns as well.
Sometimes it's hard to find those little guys.
You sneak through.
Well, Doc, I think you're right. They're going for 2.
It looks like it. Langhoff back there. They have whistles blow. Timeout, North Kitsap. So,
I think they were missing a guy, number 55, rushing out there.
Well, yeah, maybe it
They're
surprised
switching their personnel.
Coach Weibel that they were going for the 2.
Well, they have not read the Urban Meyer playbook, I'm sure, and whether or not they're on schedule. And I'm so glad the man is a coach again. So nothing personal, but I cannot listen to him as an announcer.
Well, 8:10 here, and we've got Klahowya back. 2 timeouts here in a row. First one by Klahowya, second one now by North Kitsap. And now I wonder if they will change.
They might go for 1, but who knows?
That's part of the fun of high school football.
It is.
And it looks like they are going to go for the 2 on the PAT. Langhoff back there in between those 2 backs. Harris goes in motion. Langhoff wants to go to the air, pulls it down, and he's not going to make it anywhere. The first guy in there was big old number 90. Auburn LB, 213 pounds.
One big guy, that Austin. Yeah, definitely.
Looks like maybe that was an option play for the quarterback. He gets the snap, looks at the defense, and could either gone right or left depending on what he saw.
He must have missed the guy who was 290 when he looked that way.
And there's not quite, you just don't have that much room down there to move your receivers around very much.
Yeah, you're definitely limited on a 2-point conversion or any time within the 5-yard line. You have to make shorter routes, and the timing's just got to be a little bit quicker.
Exactly why, it's called the red zone once you're in the 20, and it does become that much more difficult.
So a missed PAT for Klahowya, and we are at 20 for the Vikings, 6 for the Klahowya Eagles, who will be kicking off with a little over 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Now Klahowya has the wind at their back a little bit.
Had a bit of a rainstorm just before the game began, but it appears to have pretty much stopped. And actually, there's quite a bit more wind before the game actually began. Things have calmed down somewhat.
Well, it's nice we have not been asked to bring the fans in with the lightning strikes or anything like that.
Didn't you say they had to do that at Bellarmine?
Yeah, Bellarmine got a text from one of the coaches. Said,
they're going for the... Oh, man, they went for the onside, and they had it until it squeezed another 2 or 3 yards, and North Kitsap was able to fall on it. That was pretty close to Klahowya making it work.
That might be Coach Erickson thinking outside the box.
Definitely. I know they surprised me a bit, so I assumed that North was even more surprised.
Well, we got a Viking down there on the field. Staff runs out there to check on him. I think it might be Bryce Hacker, but I am not sure.
Yeah, I can't see a number right now.
Yep, it is
you
Bryce.
You are correct.
And the training staff is telling him to take it easy, catch your breath. That's one of the great things. I'm not exactly sure about Klahowya, but I know up here at North Kitsap they have a great athletic training program in the career and technical education side of the program up here. And our AD, Chris Franklin, used to be the man teaching that.
That's correct. He did take care of the trainers up there.
And Hacker comes off on his own. So the Vikings get a first down. They'll start on the 41.
Their certified athletic trainer out there is Julie Leslie.
Looks like Hacker might take one play off and wouldn't be surprised he's right back in the mix of things.
Blackmore is going to go under center. Handoff to the running back. 22 coming around this near side. Right to the midfield and into territory for T.J. Jensen.
Looks like we got a flag coming from the back judge, so we'll probably be looking at maybe another hold or perhaps block in the back.
We've had a few block in the back so far tonight.
Well, and again, away from where the ball was, where the play was.
Yep.
It's a hold against North Kitsap.
Now, is that a spot foul?
Yeah, it'll be a spot foul from the infraction.
Go back 10, replay the down, which was first, but it's going to be about 1st and 20 now. And it nullified a pretty good run.
For a 7-yard run, all for naught.
TJ Jensen, 5'10", 175. Not huge out there, but from what I read, he's extremely speedy. And he was the one who had the really nice block when North was heading down towards the end zone the one time. You'd love to see that out of your little backs.
And Hacker's out there. Get back in the game. Feeling good, coach.
Put me in, coach. I'm a senior.
So it's first down for the Vikings, but 1st and 20 back to their own about 32-yard line. Oh, and quarterback Blackmore will pick up a few of those yards, about 7, but it's not going to be back to the original line of scrimmage yet.
Brought down by number 44, John Harris of Klahowya. That quarterback saw a nice seam, and Harris closed it with a single-person tackle, which is really sometimes very difficult.
He had lots of green pasture in front of him. Could have broke that one tackle. He would have probably had about another 15 more yards.
Second down now, about 13 for the Vikings. Whistle blows and timeout North Kitsap. And that's 2 at least for North. Should be 1 left to go. Guess they're not too worried about it here in the first half.
Well, 20-6, they probably, you never know if they're going to be running any 2-minute drills here at the end, but we'll see.
Yeah, of course, you don't have the red beanbag for the coach to throw out there.
We do not have that where they can lose it. I don't think our one camera is going to be able to give them the replay to Spencer, you got to do a better job. We have Spencer Anderson who's doing the live stream and running the camera. We're going to make sure he can get us some replays.
Well, if it's on YouTube, can't they just get their phone out there?
They actually can put, it's got a DVR function, I've been told, where you can stop and rewind, and but that really can't make you get the exact perfect angle. I know it when I've done camera for these, you have to be so wide angled to make sure you get the action. It's tough to get those special plays.
Could be like the PGA Tour now that is allowing fans to call in rules infractions starting next year.
That would be fun from the YouTube version here, yeah.
Oh boy, hand off to North, and North with a nice run there is going to pick up about 7 yards.
Kaylor Rogers stopped that. He got him at the foot tips and pulled, I don't know, pull him down was the right term, maybe tripped him.
Third down for North Kitsap. They're still in their own territory, just about the 45-yard line, but they've got to get into Klahowya territory. Klahowya is about beyond the 49 to continue to get a first.
This would be a big play for Klahowya if they can stop this third down conversion.
And quarterback keeps it. He wants to go to the air. He's got the open receiver at the 50, the 45, and first down for North Kitsap for Kyle North.
That was right in front of us. That pass was awfully low. North caught it at his hip and cuddled it against the hip, and away he went. That was a nice reception.
Really nice pass by the quarterback, Cody Blackmore. He could have passed the ball, but it also looks like he could have tucked it and maybe picked up that first down. But smart play and good observation, seeing that receiver coming across the field, had his body in front of the linebacker and was able to make a pretty good catch.
That's got to be the toughest thing for these high school quarterbacks, trying to read what's out there. You know, your coach, especially when they're giving you the options, and you're the one who has to make that decision.
First down, North Kitsap with the handoff. And North gets stopped. Pretty good job of D by the Eagles. And John Harris getting up off the bottom of that Eagle pack.
Going back to what you were saying, Kitty, it is in the age of, you know, the electronic and the entertainment age, it's a lot of teams are running the spread offense, and it leaves a lot of decisions up to the quarterback.
Second down for the Vikings. Fake handoff, and Simpson gets it finally coming around that far side. He's got a lot of running room, and he's finally driven out of bounds by Klahowya Kendall Kitts.
Yeah, that was T.J. Jensen with that ball taken off.
That's a Vikings first down.
I've liked what North has done on this drive. They've been set back a couple times with the penalty, been very patient, just taking what this Klahowya defense has given them.
They're doing a good job of mixing the run and the pass, and like you said, keeping the Klahowya defense a little bit off guard.
First down for the Vikings. Pitch back to North. And he'll get some positive yardage, about 8.
Ben Zimney in on that tackle, number 45.
Gain of about 8, 2nd and 2.
North Kitsap doing a really good job of sealing off that right side edge, allowing that running back to get out there and get 5 to 7 yards per carry.
North is listed at 6'2", 197. That's a solid running back and very tough to bring down.
Second down, a couple to go for the first for the Vikings. Under center, handoff to North. He gets down just about to the 20-yard line.
Breaks inside the 20 and will pick up a fight.
And that's going to be another first down.
Again, running to the right side where you got 287 and 303 as your guard and tackle.
We saw that last week at Newport versus South Kitsap. Newport had 2 big guys on the left side of their line, and boy, they did a lot of running that direction.
Well, Clahalia doesn't even put weight and height on their what they put out here, but what the Sun had put quite a few sizes.
Oh, there's a great run in. Let's see, in for the touchdown for T.J. Jensen.
There's that speed we talked about.
Sure
he
was.
just went around the corner and met with the pylon.
Right over the pylon, just under 4 minutes to go. Puts another 6 on the board for the Vikings, 26-6.
Definitely nice to be able to hand the ball off to your running back who runs a 4.5 40 and get him out there on the edge.
Well, in their variety, you put North out there who's huge, maybe not quite as quick, but certainly can make his own hole if necessary.
Yeah, they were missing somebody there. Coming in was Trevor Dennis. And they're going to go for 2.
Makes sense after the missed PAT. Yeah, there was a lot of motion. Doesn't surprise me to see that flag go out.
Yep.
There are flags on the play.
Ball.
Pass was caught by Tyler Lee.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. We'll see, but it looked like some motion.
The penalty is against North Kitsap for illegal motion.
Yep, and it will go against North, so it'll move them back.
Wouldn't be surprised if maybe Coach Weibel decides to kick the PAT here. Kind of, again, moves back 5 yards. It kind of gets you in a different, into a run-pass situation that you kind of decide what to either to pass the ball or run the ball. Definitely, if from the
Coach
2-yard
down
line.
there talking to Blackmore. Comes back out, and it looks like they're going to go for it for the 2 again. They had a whole bunch of people in purple down in that corner of that end zone.
Yeah, I'd look for maybe the quarterback to get him out of the pocket and, again, have the option of throwing or running the ball here.
Man goes in motion. And a quick toss. And into the end zone for the 2-point PAT for Trevor Dennis. So they're back on task. 28-6 in favor of North Kitsap.
Really good opportunity for North to go ahead and try a 2-point conversion. They had a decent lead at 26-6, and you got to practice those things
Yep.
for a time when you might need it a little bit more desperately.
It's nice to have a 6'4" receiver out there throwing the ball to, kind of a I don't know if it was a back shoulder fade or if he just underthrew it, but either way, it worked out well for the Vikings.
Again, he's 200 pounds, so no contest against these smaller Klahowya guys right now.
Well, Coach Erickson said that speed is going to be important to his team.
Yes, because like I said, what I tried to say is I think the highest number that I got of anybody from what the Sun had listed was a 235 that David Lear.
Lear.
So they aren't looking at any 300s or 280s. They've got to be agile. They've got to be able to make quick holes.
Uh-oh, the pooch kick, the onside attempt, and this time Klahowya does a nice job of recovering. North Kitsap got it the distance they needed, I think. Maybe it was not quite far
Doesn't
enough.
matter. Austin Grunhagen comes up with it.
I like seeing the coaches throwing those in, though.
Well, it's like, tag, you're it. Okay, who's going to try it next?
And you never know when you're really going to need it towards the end of a game, so it doesn't hurt to get some practice. Under 4 to go here in the first half. Klahowya with the ball right up midfield.
Watching Coach Weibel's body language down there on that kickoff. I don't know if that's a pooch kick he called for.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that's going to be a pickup of a couple of yards for Latrell Simpson.
You mean, who would have called for that? How would that have happened?
Special teams coach.
Okay. And they had not conferred.
I don't think they had a conference on that one.
Okay.
I didn't see Lucy out there holding the ball. Second down for the Eagles, about 9 to go. Harrison Simpson back there with Langhoff. He's going to the air. He's got an open receiver. Oh, a nice catch. What a beauty that time by Casey Sargent.
Klahowya surprising us with some air travel out there.
I like it. Right on the fingertips. That was, and did not have to really break stride.
Coming in today, Langhoff was 10 of 30 and only had 117 yards through the air. Showing a much nicer touch this evening.
Really nice throw by Langhoff. Threw that in a place where only the wide receiver could make the catch.
Klahowya first down at the Vikings 17. Harris with it. He'll pick up maybe a yard or two on that one.
Chris Robinson bringing him down again. Chris is just padding his stats this evening. We're just excited we finally found out there was an N in his name. I think for the last couple years he's been Robeson and we've been wrong.
We are all volunteers.
We are all volunteers, including many of the coaches.
That's true. Okay, second down for the Eagles. Langhoff wanted to go to the air. Doesn't have much room, but he's actually going to maybe end up picking up a yard or two on that.
Yeah, wise decision by Langhoff. Saw that he didn't have anybody open and just decided to keep the ball, and looks like he got maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Not quite a secondary sack, but a secondary keep him to a couple yards.
Third down now, about 7 to go for the first down. The ball is on the Viking 14-yard line for the Eagles.
That's what we like to call a coverage tackle. We actually take stats for that at Central Kitsap.
Once again, up into the air. Oh, man, what?
Then he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. That was a beautiful pass, and the intended receiver could not quite hang on to it. Man, that was a nice pass.
Great effort by the wide receiver to try to capture that and tuck it in before he hit the ground.
Well, it's going to bring up fourth down now for Klahowya, and they are going to go for the field goal. Let's see.
Kicker looks like it's number 82, Casey Trask.
I don't believe he's attempted any field goals this year from what I looked at on Max Preps.
Yep. Let's see.
Good.
It's pretty good looking, and it is good. Put 3 on the board for Trask and the Klahowya Eagles, but we have a yellow hanky out there.
Well, I think we're going to get a running into the kicker by the Vikings.
Well, that'd be interesting.
which would give it a 5 yard, so it'd be either
Still not enough for the first, though.
do you take the points off the board and go for 4th and 1?
Yep, it's decline. Field goal. It's tough to take points off the board, as you well know, Coach.
Exactly.
1 minute 34 seconds left in the
Well, that'll put 3 more on the board, though, for the Eagles with a minute 34 left to go here in this first half. 28-9 now, the Vikings lead, and Klahowya will be kicking up. The Vikings will have a chance to practice a 2-minute drill.
They will, exactly. Or the 1 minute and 34 second drill. Now, it seems what I've seen a lot that they are sometimes putting that extra 5 yards like on the kickoff then. And I don't, was that a total decline that you saw?
I believe
Okay.
so.
Because I thought they had that option once in a while.
If it was a dead ball, they would have. If it was a dead ball penalty, would have been assessed on the kickoff.
Okay.
But since it was a penalty during the play, it is assessed on the play.
kickoff. That
Right.
team is number 16.
Good answer by Clahalia there. Drove the ball down the field. They didn't get the touchdown, but I'm pretty sure they're happy with the 3 points on the field goal.
I might think about that onside again.
Kind of a different formation. It's got
Yeah,
like
it does.
It looks like which of them is going to kick it. You know, maybe one's going to peel off to the right. And I saw one the other day where they had 2 kickers coming at it.
Oh,
I
that's what
win.
they did. And it again went the distance it needed to for a onside kick, but North Kitsap covered it and will get it at about their own 45-yard line. I like that. Something new in the kicking arena.
Yeah, the one I saw the other day were 2 kickers coming at it at different angles, and one stopped and one kicked.
And that's just about what they did there.
Yeah, they got second man through as your kicker.
The first guy was Austin Sargent, and then the second guy was Bryson Trask.
very interesting formation. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Maybe on the playground, but never in a high school football game.
Coach Erickson says he's outside the box, and we are definitely seeing some of that tonight.
First down for the Vikings, and Blackmore in the shotgun. Flag comes out. He's going to be, he's still on his feet into Klahowya territory. I thought he was going to be run out of bounds that time before getting to the 50, but
Big David Lear caught him from behind.
I think we're going to have a hold on the Vikings. The lineman got beat, and as the Klahowya defensive lineman was running by him, it looks like he grabbed his shirt,
That one's way too obvious.
especially when the referee's about 4 feet in front of you.
Yep, a hold against North, so that'll move North back.
See if North still, they've still got good, not that good a field position.
On their own, they're going to go back to their own 31-yard line.
Looks like we've got a score here from Bellarmine. Bellarmine's up 7-0 on Central Kitsap down in Tacoma.
Big game for both those teams.
Those teams 2-0
Huge
and
game.
starting off the Narrows League against each other.
That's a tough league opener.
I was going to say, you don't want to start off against anybody in Narrows League. It is such a tough league.
All right, North Kitsap looks things over. Blackmore with the handoff to North, and North's got some running room. He's almost back to the original line of scrimmage at the 45.
They got awfully close to using up the clock that time. I watched the official raise his hand.
We're under a minute. Clock is ticking. Second down and 10 now. And whistle. Okay, I guess not. And that's going to be a pickup of close to 5. And another yellow flag. A couple come flying in there. Looks like a little extracurricular activity after the tackle.
Stops the clock as well, so that good thing for North.
45 seconds there.
Gives North an opportunity to maybe set up a play here, maybe to try to get the ball downfield and get out of bounds and try to get I think they still have one timeout left if I'm not mistaken.
Personal foul against North Kitsap.
Personal foul
And it's a dead ball. That's a big one.
That also
get your 15-yarder plus the loss of down. And that will take the North Kitsap Vikings back to their 35-yard line.
Maybe look for North here just to hand the ball off and go into the half up 28-9.
And there's the handoff coming around this reverse side. TJ Jensen's got some running room. He's at the 50 into the Eagle territory. And clock stops at 2 seconds to move the chains.
They have one timeout left. They really are going to run another play. I think they better call it. Again,
they're
brought
getting up
down
to
from
the,
behind by David Lear.
They're getting up to the line of scrimmage. They want to run the one more play, and they will. Blackmore's going to the air, deep in. It's going to be picked off by Klahowya, or almost picked off.
It was picked off.
Was it? Okay,
Yep.
that was Langhoff with it. But the end of the first half, and the North Kitsap Vikings lead the Klahowya Eagles 28-9. Well, we're West Sound Community Television working with the KitsapSun.com, and happy to be bringing this ball game to the community worldwide, and BKAT for video replay. I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, joined by Keith Armstrong, Katie Campagna. Yeah, and that was a competitive first half. Klahowya finally started moving the ball.
Nice to see some offense out of Klahowya there towards the end. Their defense did a little bit better. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing with North in their variety of play calling right now.
They're doing a really good job of keeping the defense kind of off their toes and establishing the running and passing game. All pretty much a pretty complete first half for North. I'm sure Coach Weibel would like to maybe cut down on the penalties. Actually, on both sides of the ball, there have been some big gains that have been negated by some not careless penalties behind the play, holding, blocking the back. So I'm sure they'll get that cleaned up and come out here in the second half. If you're Klahowya, you're getting the ball back in the second half, so you got to be go in, sit down, talk to the coaches, find some weaknesses in that North Kitsap defense, and try to get the ball down the field for an early score.
And run the clock for halftime, says our man in the white hat. And so happy to have you with us here. We will bring you that second half shortly. For those of you on the internet, we'll have Spencer tie the camera down, and you can watch the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting for your halftime entertainment our award-winning Viking marching band under the direction of Bryce Adams. Our color guard instructor is Jessica Criswell. Tonight, the band will be performing their show entitled Baila en la Noche, to dance in the night. Our program will include Mambo from West Side Story, followed by Beautiful Maria of My Soul by Tito Puente. We will close with the Latin classic El Cubanchero. Color guard captains are Alexis Hickey and Janessa Reeves. Leading the band are drum majors Yuko Ketch, Conrad Shar, and Emily Neer.
Mark didn't know. Selling off stuff? That's been known for
What is hanging out everywhere? It's bizarre.
Yeah, did you see that picture? I hope. She has one too, but I don't have a picture of her. She was there all the time. Well, now she's having a little harder. Funny. He said that's what he wanted to do, so I'm going to go. I was right back and I go, but yes. Rob, and lay it on top of me because I can't move. I'm too cold. So she was great. I had to
Viking fans, on your feet. Here
they're not salted.
Yeah, I'm the long one. We had a good shot at it. I'm throwing out I will be around now.
My grandma. When did she find her? Oh. What did she do with that? What made her not want to do it? Like 20 years ago.
Again, in Washington. 3 years ago. So I was 8 years
mean, I could go on and on about all these arguments. Anyway, yes, the whole family came out. 10 years. And then they don't have to do it. So that was me. I've been to Indiana and mom was back there a couple times. I've gone to Israel a couple times. When John went in to see us, one of her cousins was there at the time.
New captains will meet
And so I said,
at
well, it's
midfield
an open stadium,
for
so
Klahowya,
it's a
number
joint
30,
New
Colton
York, New
Kendall,
Jersey.
number 45, Ben
Wherever
Zimney,
it's at.
number 54, Sam Anderson, and number 65, David Lear. The Vikings,
Everybody's kind of
number
like
8, Tyler Lee,
Oh, it's going to be a long
number 1,
what? It's going to be
Bryce
crappy
Apple,
weather.
and number 15, Cody Blackmore. And number 74,
Or you're somewhere like Miami.
Oh,
John
I bet.
Morgan.
Rob looked at tickets just because,
That year?
yes. I mean, just to see. We just got lucky. Our lottery, our season tickets. Oh, really? So you got a choice? Oh, okay. So there weren't $8,000 to buy a seat?
No.
That's awesome. We could have sold us that right there. Oh, yeah. But he went with his dad, and they had a great time. Dad, that was lovely to have you. Keep me updated because I'm cold and have no gas.
The Vikings have deferred in the first half. They will receive. Klahowya will defend the east end zone.
Welcome back to North Kitsap High School and North Kitsap Stadium, home of the Vikings, up here in Paulsbo as the North Kitsap Vikings host the Klahowya Eagles in Week 3 of the 2013 high school football season and the first round of Olympic League play this week as these two Olympic League teams match up at North Kitsap with a sizable lead, 28-9, but we saw some life from Klahowya there towards the end of that first half. And we'll see how it works out here. North will receive. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr from West Sound TV. Kitty Campagna with me and Keith Armstrong here. And North will get the ball to start things out with.
I'd really like to see Klahowya maybe go away from the last couple of pooch kicks they had and get the ball deep and pin North back and try to get North to make a long sustained drive here.
Well, we have those 3 men back there for the Eagles. And this time, that's exactly what they do. And it's going to go into the end zone for the touchback. So North Kitsap will start out at the 20-yard line.
Keith, did you go down at halftime and have a conversation with Coach Erickson?
No, that's just coaching instincts comes back to you. You definitely don't want to give a team up 28-9 a short field to work with. So it was a smart decision and make them start on their 20 and see if they can go here 80 yards. But you know, if you're Klahowya, you're definitely looking for an early turnover here. He might gamble a little bit on defense, send some linebackers on some blitzes, but they definitely need to stop a long drive here.
Cody Blackmore at quarterback for the Vikings. He gets a handoff, and there's a pretty nice stop right there. First guy in on that was number 16. Now another Langhoff.
He's the senior Langhoff, Keegan Langhoff. I saw 52 as well, Billy Britton.
There are a couple in there. North will pick up a yard and a half, 2 yards on that one. Pretty good defensive effort, though, I thought, on that play by the Eagles. Second down. Blackmore again with the handoff, and it's up through the middle for Kyle North. And he's going to be short of the first down, but not by much. Bring up a third down and less than a yard.
Just short of the 30-yard line. Will be third down and 1.
Let's see if Clahalia stacks the box here with 8 guys and try to stop this. Obviously, going to run the ball here.
Quarterback keeps it, puts his head down, and it looks like he's going to get that first down. Brings it out to the 31-yard line. So we also want to thank Spencer Anderson, who's doing camera for us tonight and streaming it for the Sun.
We kind of have Spencer on a little island out there outside the booth so that he can get you a good picture, not through windows.
First down for the Vikings here at the beginning of the third quarter. Hand off to TJ.
TJ Jensen, the ball carrier.
And Jensen will pick up about 5 on that one.
Little misdirection for North there. Keeps the linebackers honest and makes them kind of look both ways. You got a running back running to the left, and you got the other running back coming back to your right. So if you're a linebacker, you kind of make a decision which one to run with.
Yeah, we have another equipment issue there as North Kitsap.
We have an official's timeout.
Yeah, the officials are going to call it. They're trying to tie the shoelaces of big number 73. That would be Brendan Gill. It looks like mission accomplished, so the big guy get up there on the line.
At 6'5", 308, you're not required to bend, and the rest of them will take care of it.
Hand off to Jensen. And a good job by John Harris on D. We have a yellow flag.
Absolutely covered in yellow flags.
From where it was thrown, probably looks like another hold on the Vikings.
Harris did a nice job of getting in there, bringing the running back down.
I always call that a really poor hold because they even lost 5 yards with the hold.
Yep, against the Vikings.
Klahowya discussing whether they want to take the penalty or the down.
Man, it looks like they're going to take it, move him back 10.
To the 24-yard line. It will remain second
Still
down.
be second down, but now second down and about a ways to go.
So are you reading Coach Weibel's body language on that?
Doesn't look like he's too happy. And if I'm Clahalia, I'm probably thinking pass here, so you might want to be on the lookout for maybe something quick out to the wide receiver.
Ball on the 24-yard line. And indeed, it is up in the air. And Kyle North's got it. He's at the 40. Midfield, at the 50. He's brought down out of bounds. And first down for the Vikings.
That's a really tough play to defend for the Klahowya cornerback. You got the wide receiver on the right side of the field coming all the way across the field, and once you get in front of that cornerback, it's pretty much a surefire catch if the quarterback can get you the ball.
Blackmore has been right on with those passes. Very nice.
Cody under center. He's keeping it, and again, it'll go to Jensen coming around this near side. And he'll pick up some yardage.
That's Keegan
About
Langhoff.
6.
Keegan Langhoff.
He leads the Eagles with 15 tackles.
Gain of 6.
Second down, about 4 to go for the first for the Vikings. Ball at the Klahowya Eagle 43-yard line.
Hacker and Lee doing a really nice job coming in off the sideline with the play for the quarterback.
Man in motion. And quarterback Blackmore's keeping it. He's pulling it down. Wants to run to this near side. And
Penalty markers down.
more penalty markers. One of the Klahowya Eagles getting up there slowly. Number 24, Lucas Weaver was in on that.
Illegal
Penalty
shift
coming in
on
from the side, Judge. So you're probably looking at either an offsides or maybe an illegal shift.
He just said a legal shift over on the PA.
Yep.
It's like maybe 2 men in motion at the same time.
Ball be on the 48.
That'll move North Kitsap back to the Klahowya 48, it looks like, for a second down.
So just quickly while they're back in the huddle, we got some halftime scores from Annette Griffiths. Bellarmine Prep leading CK 20-0. South Kitsap over Gig Harbor 28-14. Bremerton 34-0 at halftime. And I forget what team they were playing.
Squim.
Squim.
All right, here we go. Second down now, and quite a bit of yardage for the Vikings to pick up. And so they hand it to the running back this time. And Kyle North will pick up some of those.
Brought down by Billy Britton.
North is trying to get the whole 858 yards he had last year in this particular game. He's doing extremely well.
And that was a pretty good move. Third down now, about 5 for North Kitsap.
Good job by number 52, Billy Britton, the linebacker for Clahalia, coming up and stuffing the hole from his linebacker position.
Third down now, and Blackmore back in the shotgun. Up to the air. Oh, in the hands of number 5. That was Andrew Hecker, but a nice job on defense, knocks the ball out.
Kayla Rogers, 5'6", knocks that out. Just a solid hit where he could no longer hang on to that pass.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down, and that's what Klahowya needed to do, was stop North Kitsap on this first offensive drive of the third quarter.
Is this the first punt by North?
I believe so.
I believe so, yeah.
But it's not a punt. Yes, it is.
That's Hecker.
That was Hecker. And it's going to be down
By Hacker.
Hecker to Hacker.
It could be a double play combination too. And just a couple more scores, we'll get you those,
Yeah,
and then we'll be done. Bainbridge trails Black Hills 20-0. North Mason over Port Angeles 20-6. And here's the shocker. Kingston and Olympic tied at 6 apiece.
Now, that was halftime score.
You'll see the North Kitsap punter Hecker, I believe, right?
Yes.
Does that rugby-style kick where you catch the ball and you run up, and it gives the punter an opportunity to see what the defense gives you, and you know, you can either punt it or you can tuck that ball in and possibly run for the first down if there's no defense there.
Man, Langhoff with the keeper coming around to this near side. Oh, Ducks gets out of a tackle, out of another tackle. Finally is going to be brought down, but pick up a nice gain there by keeper, on the quarterback keeper.
Trevor Dennis tried to bring him down, and Langhoff just snuck around him.
Nice job by Langhoff.
Pick up about 7.5, 8 yards on that. Second down for the Eagles.
Rushing nothing new to Langhoff. He has 23 rushes this year for 122 yards.
Goes to Harris. And Harris has got some running room. He's got a lot of running room. Oh, boy. Just the last guy that could have got him. Pulls him down.
Bob Evans, that was, I think, 55.
I think so, yep, 55. Bob Evans.
Nice run by Harris. He's such a big guy. You get that ball going, and then he lowers his center of gravity and just able to run over 3 or 4 guys there on a big yardage for the Klahowya Eagles.
I always love it when you see that second gear they hit too, just that little burst of speed.
Into Viking territory for the Eagles, and Simpson's going to get stopped, hanging on tight that time, number 30, Cole Milliard.
Looks like Simpson's getting up a little gingerly, maybe tweak his ankle a little bit.
He's going to get off. And we got a whistle here.
I think we're having a referee's timeout. He wanted to give him a chance to get off and do the replacement.
Second down for Klahowya into Viking territory. Harris with it, and again right up over that right guard tackle side there, and he does some nice running. He is a power guy.
I think they found something over there on the right side of that offensive line that they like, and 2 big runs for Harris here to start the second half.
Harris at 6 foot, 205 pounds.
Third down and less than a yard to go, and they've got it, and Harris has got more than that. He's got 2, 3, 4 guys in purple hanging on to him and keeps those legs churning. Wow. 68, one of the guys, Chris Robinson, but there were 4 or 5 guys hanging off of him at one point.
The first one he just kind of carried on his back, and then suddenly they wanted to have a party.
Looks like John Riggins out there running the ball for the Washington Redskins.
Hogs all the way.
Down to the 24-yard line. First down for the Eagles. And this time it's coming around to this near side, and that's going to be some positive yardage.
That one's Kaylor Rogers. Kaylor's listed as a wide receiver, but they use him as a running back.
Klahowya's in the hurry up, or they were.
They've not done much going to huddle, that's for sure.
I like it.
So does Chip Kelly.
And Peyton.
Peyton, yes.
And it looks like it's going to be another first down for the Eagles, so they're moving steady but sure.
That one was Keegan Langhoff carrying it.
Coach Erickson, you got to be pretty happy with the way that the Eagles have come out here in the second half, established the running game. Looks like they're controlling the line of scrimmage, and if they can put some points up here on the scoreboard, it's a whole new ball game.
Handoff again. And some more yardage and some more tacklers pulled along. That one's Kaylor Rogers once again.
Really smart move by number 5, Casey Sargent, who had lost his block out on the outside and got to the back of his guy, wanted to push him and decided it would be better if that guy tackled his man than to get that penalty.
Second down and about 2.5 yards to go for the first for the Eagles. I don't think they've changed that formation very much tonight.
Blitz!
Oh, and the quarterback keeper. The quarterback's going to pick up a little bit of yardage. Let's see if it's enough for the first. It's going to be close. Nope, it looks like it's going to be about a half yard short. Third down and about half a yard to go. First down. Okay. And it's going to be placed at about the 3-yard line. First down and goal to go for the Eagles. Harris takes it, cuts back, and this time stopped fairly quickly, and the first guy in there was Tyler Lee.
Another purple party that time.
Second and goal.
Yeah, I don't think they picked much up on that one.
If you're north here, you got to be thinking that probably Harris is might touch the ball 4 times down here on 4 downs.
Except that he just went to the sidelines.
Okay, never mind.
But it was a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that's what Langhoff thought, because he's going, Coach, you're kidding me.
And In to replace him is Keegan Langhoff. And quarterback Langhoff with the keeper is going to lose a couple of yards on that one.
That was Bob Evans making the play. I don't know if Bob knows, but there's a food franchise out in Indiana called Bob Evans Restaurants, so he's famous.
Brother and sister-in-law's favorite stop in St. Louis.
When I was in South Bend, I visited more than
Actually,
once.
Springfield, too.
There you are.
Big third down here for Clahalia.
Huge third down. Ball back on about the 6-yard line. Going to the air. They've got the open receiver and the TD. Nice job that time, and it goes to number 80. That would be Connor Schneid.
No, I think that went to 23, James Charenmack.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like Clahalia go for here the PAT here.
Casey Trask to attempt the point after.
That's where making that field goal certainly helped some of their
Most definitely.
cause here.
Trask will attempt the PAT. And it's through the uprights. Put 7 on the board, 16-28 in favor of the Vikings, but the Eagles getting closer. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left to go here in the third period. And good job by Clahalia. First their defense stopped North Kitsap, and then their offense took advantage.
Yeah, most definitely a good long sustained drive. Wore down that North Kitsap defensive line. Clahalia established the line of scrimmage, got Harris going to the right side, going to the left side, and a really nice drive here for the Eagles. Coach Erickson's got to be pretty happy with that.
They mixed it up nice, too. They had those runs by Harris, and they went to the air a couple of times. In fact, for the TD.
Good play calling by the Clahalia staff.
28-16 now. 12-point lead.
Got their hybrid kickoff formation.
North Kitsap with a lone back at the 15-yard line. TJ Jensen. And again, you got one of 3 choices.
Good distance again, and away from the receiver.
Uh-oh, he picked it up at about the 6-yard line. He had to go a long ways, and that gave Klahowya the opportunity to get down there and pull him down inside the 10.
Takes the kickoff.
Yeah,
Jensen is down.
Yep, North Kitsap's Jensen down and in some pain.
And
Ball will be down at the 10. Ball is spotted at the 10-yard line.
Tough play for Jensen. He had a long ways to go across the field just to even get to that ball. Nice kick by Clahalia.
It was, and it probably wasn't going in the end zone.
No, but it also wasn't going out of bounds is what
yep.
you're hoping for at that point.
And Jensen's still down there. 2:12 on the clock here in the third.
he looked like he was in a little bit of pain on the ground. Let's hope he's okay.
Both sides taking knees, including the ball boy. I think that's the first I've seen that happen.
Ball boy wearing Klahowya colors.
I think he's even wearing a helmet, isn't he? Without a face mask?
Yeah.
That concussion worry.
He's got the wing on there from the Eagles. I like it. Man, training staff still working with TJ. Coaches over there, as well as quarterback Cody Blackmore.
Jensen's a big part of this offense. He is such a different runner than North, and they also use him as a receiver, so big part down on the ground right now.
And he is in some pain.
During the break, the hydration teams come out to both sides.
Looks like they're working on that left leg. Yeah, he really was in kind of a bad position. What do? Pick it up? You can't really let it go because it didn't look like it was going into the end zone, so he pretty much had to do something with it.
Yeah, he had no other option just to pick the ball up and try to advance as much as he could. Unfortunately, he got tackled by a whole swarm of Klahowya Eagles.
Coach Weibel helping him up. He's sitting up now, which is good to see. Now, it doesn't look like a cramp. And it's volunteer coach Jerry Parrish out there. All right, TJ up on his feet. They do have something there on his knee, on that left knee. And he's treating it pretty gingerly, but at least able to get up. That's good to see.
Really good to see. Talented player.
Sure is, yeah. Okay, we've got a first down for North Kitsap at their own 10-yard line. 2:12 left to go here in the third quarter.
Well, we saw what happened when they started at their 20. They still got a good 40, 50 yards down the field, but they were stopped by Klahowya. When they have that longer distance, it's pretty tough.
Blackmore with the handoff, and a good job in there on the D.
Number 24, Lucas Weaver, just a sophomore, in on that tackle.
Coming up from his linebacker position, filling the hole there between the guard and tackle and taking the running back right down to the ground.
About a yard pickup on that one, 2nd and 9.
Seems as if Klahowya maybe not has solved this North Kitsap game, but have a better idea what's happening out there.
Quarterback still got it. Blackmore's going to the air. Oh, close to an interception that time for Taylor Rogers.
That's one of the not so good choices that Blackmore's made. He's done so well today. He was on the run. It looked like he had maybe 5-10 yards he was going to be able to get with his feet.
Yeah, he probably should have just tucked the ball and ran. Had 5 or 6 yards of nobody in front of him. Instead tried to probably force a pass. Yeah, I'm sure he'd probably like to have that pass back.
So would 31.
Exactly.
Because that was in his hands.
Hecker was the intended receiver. So third down now, and a little over 8.5 to go for the Vikings first. Handoff up the middle, and a good job, a tackle in that time by the Klahowya D. Kyle North will pick up about 3, maybe 4, but it's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 to go.
Another tackle by number 24, Lucas Weaver.
The quarterback goes back as their punt return man.
And Hecker, kicker.
Yeah, you have a few all-purpose guys out here, don't you?
That's another thing I like about a high school game. Oh, Hecker, like you said, that rugby style. Australian rules football, maybe. Yeah, Klahowya is going to get it to start inside Viking territory at the Viking 48-yard line.
Maybe more guts than smarts picking that one up, but I don't think it was going to go too much farther, but he just thought he'd surprise him.
Got about 37 seconds left to go here in the third, and it'll be a first down for Klahowya.
12-point lead for the Vikings, 28-16.
Nice job by Clahalia coming out here and almost grabbing the momentum back from North Kitsap. A good offensive stand and a defensive stand, so we'll see what happens here on their second possession in the second half.
Harris taking it over to that far side. Lee in on that tackle.
Good block by number 66, Wyatt Reuter. He may not have gotten him a whole lot of yards, but he kept him from being caught in the backfield.
Clock's running, and let's see if they're going to do one here. The last play of the quarter, 7 seconds. It looks like they're just going to wait for the clock to run out. And there it is, the end of quarter number 3 up here at Viking Stadium, and the Klahowya Eagles making a little run at it. North Kitsap still up, but only by 12, 28-16. We'll be back with that fourth quarter in just a moment.
Julia Ratcliffe, if you would please look up in the stands. Ryan has
Here we go, the final quarter, unless we go to overtime.
That can happen, yep.
As North Kitsap hosts Klahowya. North Kitsap with a lead, 28-16, but Klahowya on the move, and Simpson on the move down to the 30-yard line and finally brought down close to the red zone. Great job by Simpson, and again, they're having a lot of success going right up the middle.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they definitely need to get Simpson going and get him running through the line and getting some positive yardage. Had a tough time running the ball tonight, but you know, they're a nice 30-yard carry.
There's that hurry-up offense again.
Nice to see him back in the game after we saw him go off with what we thought might be an ankle injury.
Incomplete pass on that first down. The ball actually is about the 22-yard line of the Vikings. Second down and 10. Incomplete pass on the first one. Oh, ball is loose. Who's got it? Who wants it? And finally, John Harris falls on it. Boy, nobody wanted it for a minute there.
On such a moist evening, for this to be the first fumble, I'm pretty impressed.
They haven't seen moist yet.
It's those little boys with the towels and the new balls who are helping.
That's right.
That ball was laying out there for anybody to grab.
It was.
Well, that's going to bring up third down for the Eagles. That swing pass out to this near side to Simpson. He's got some running room. He's got first down territory for the Eagles as they're going to move to about the 6-yard line.
Luttrell's listed at 5'9", 175. I think that 175 might be in a whole different type of weight program because he doesn't look that big, that's for sure.
That's a really nice play call in that situation. Haven't really thrown to the fullback or the tailback out of the backfield. They just run a little scat with Simpson, and he wide open for 5 or 6 yard
touchdown.
And he's got it again and takes it into the end zone. And Klahowya got their wake-up call.
I don't know what Coach Erickson said at halftime, but that's where our cameras should have been.
Well, even during the end of the about halfway through that second quarter, Klahowya started, pulling themselves together.
Really nice job by Clahalia here in the second half to get themselves back into this ball game.
PAT attempt coming up for Trask. That's a pretty good looking shot. Right through the uprights, and another 7 on the board for Klahowya. 23, so Klahowya
You know, this looked like defense has suddenly shown up for Klahowya, but boy, their offense has too.
And if you're North Kitsap, I think you have to find, almost have to go back to what got you to there, where you were in the first half of mixing the run and the pass and finding something that is going to work for them. They definitely need to move the ball, knock some time off the clock, and get something going here in this possession.
Well, I think you get a little complacent when you have that lead and you're just trying to take time off instead of trying to score again.
Yeah, Klahowya's really picked up the level of their play, I think. And here's that triumvirate there.
Yeah, this is the vertical as opposed to the horizontal lineup. I'm waiting for diagonal next time.
Bad, there's that fake. Trask will end up kicking it, and ball picked up about the 15-yard line by the Vikings. And a good run back by North Kitsap, and it's number 16 bringing it out of there. That would be Austin Nettle.
So, if you notice, they had two guys back that time. They kept having just one guy back, and that was what got poor Jensen in trouble that one time. He, all by himself, he's got to cover that full field.
Yeah, that's a lot of real estate back there to cover with one person, and I think North realized that maybe Klahowya is just going to be kicking it off here.
Going for the sidelines.
First down for North Kitsap. Oh, pretty good tackle there about the line of scrimmage.
Billy Britton in on there, number 52. Zimney as well, or Zimney, sorry, Ben Zimney.
They'll pick up a couple of yards on that one, but good job by the Klahowya defense. And you know, the Klahowya defense, when they started holding North there in that second quarter towards the middle to the end of it, changed some of that momentum, and Mighty Mo, always important. Kyle North with it, going to that far side. He's going to pick up a first down for the Vikings.
Oh, and a flag.
So we got some laundry on the field.
And that one is way over on the other side by the out of bounds, by the sideline.
Discussion between the officials, and they're talking to Klahowya, so it looks like North will be moving back again.
Head. Hit to the head.
So would that maybe have been where the running back has lowered his head and into another helmet?
Yep, exactly. It's nice to look across to the Klahowya sideline and see Coach Albee out there.
I saw his name listed. I was pretty excited.
Helping out for the Eagles. I'm sure many of you remember he was the former coach at Olympic High School that had a health scare last year, and it's nice to see him up and walking around and getting back to a healthy lifestyle.
And another big penalty against North Kitsap. Push them back to their own 30-yard line for a second down now.
Coach Katavis has done quite well there. Pretty excited that he had his first victory last week, and if they're even with Kingston, that's impressive.
Blackmore with the keeper. He'll bring it out to about the original line of scrimmage.
Klahowya's defense has definitely stepped it up here in the second half. Their offensive line is getting, our defensive line is getting some good penetration into the North Kitsap backfield and really disrupting what North Kitsap's trying to do.
9:30 left to go in the game as the clock ticks. Third down and about 10 and a half to go for the Vikings for a first.
In the first half, this was North kind of had the feeling like they had them exactly where they wanted them, but not so much this half.
Quick pass out to this near side in the flat, but not much yardage on it. Again, good job by the Klahowya defense.
Kaylor Rogers bringing him down, and again, he's listed at 5'6", and that might be 5'6" of heart.
Tough little player, him. It's like North's going to have to punt again here. Nice job by the Klahowya defense, stopping this drive and getting the ball back with an opportunity to take the lead.
Langhoff back there by himself for Klahowya. Ecker with a nice spiral. Oh, I was going to say, it looked to me like he signaled for a fair catch.
And I think he just realized that.
The fair catch is made by Connor Legoff at the 39-yard.
Well, that's one of those that has become a little bit of a disputed call. How far up do you need to have your arm, your hand?
Yeah, it's almost like a judgment call by the referee. But I think in the NFL or in the pro or college, I think that's a penalty if you signal fair catch and take off running with the ball.
I believe
I
so.
kind of expected that here too, but obviously I am incorrect.
But Klahowya, excellent starting position here on their 40-yard line, and I mean, with the chance to take the lead here with the score.
8.5 left to go in the fourth quarter. And first down for the Eagles. Back in that tee. Simpson's got it. Not going to bring him down, I don't think, with a grab on the shirt.
He needed the tearaway jersey. I'm not sad those went away.
Yeah, second down. But I really hated it. I was playing was a stick-em. Hated. I was back in the stick-em before they had gloves. Hand off to Harris. He breaks a couple tackles. He's going to pick up a yard or so on that, and it looks like he's going to finally be stopped by 68 out there, Chris Robinson.
Nice job by Harris of picking up some positive yards. Looked like he might have had him down the backfield for a loss, but managed to get about a half a yard.
Klahowya continues with this hurry-up offense, and the North Kitsap defense getting a little tired.
Second. Oh, they're not too tired that time. On third down, they're going to stop the Eagles from anything. Back to the line of scrimmage.
Cole Milliard and number 68, Chris Robinson, both got a hand on him on that original surge through the line.
Fourth down, and Klahowya looks like they're going to go for it. They're on their own 46-yard line.
Gutsy call by Coach Erickson here. I probably would have punted with the way that my defense is playing, but
they might be trying to get him offside with the, because Langhoff is also their punter. Harris. He's trying.
He did try really hard, but the North Kitsap defense held strong.
We are right up above the North Kitsap bench, and those guys went crazy after that.
Well, that means North Kitsap will take over in Klahowya territory at the Klahowya 46 with 6:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. And North Kitsap with a 5-point lead.
Now, that could turn out to be a big play here if North manages to drive down and put some points on the board. Like I said, I probably would have punted and let my defense hold them, try to hold them. They've done
so well this half.
They have.
Blackmore with the handoff to North, and in on the tackle there, number 72, Wetzel.
Tackle by number 72, Brady Wetzel. Second and 8.
Pick up a yard or two on that one. Second down and 8 for the Vikings.
North taking a longer time with their play calling. Cody Blackmore going over to the sideline that particular time to talk to Coach.
And a pitch back, a little ragged, but it's going to do the job. That's stretching out. They're not going to, doesn't look like they're going to give him the first down on that one.
I don't even know if they're going to give him the stretch. He may have stepped out prior to that.
They're going to place the ball about the 40-yard line. Third down, about 4 yards for the Vikings to get a first. They got to get to about the 36-yard line.
6 minutes remaining in the contest.
Big stand here if the Klahowya D can stop them. And back to pass is Blackmore, and he's got the first down to number 11, Trevor Dennis.
Really nice patience by Blackmore on that. rolled out a little bit, kept looking for an open receiver, and he finds, let's see, 6'4", Trevor Dennis. Not a bad target.
And that will move the ball down to the 24-yard line of Clahalia and the Vikings with a first down. 6 minutes left in regulation.
Really nice play call, a little play action, and got the wide receiver open there in the flat.
Blackmore under center. Hand off to North, coming around this near side. Brought down by Kayla Rogers.
Yeah, we've said his name just a couple of times tonight. He has 11 tackles for Klahowya prior to this. He may have met that number tonight.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job out there on the corner there.
Second down and 4.5, 5 to go for the first.
They still got 6 yards on that, but that could have gone so much farther.
Blackmore directing traffic. Hand off right over this near side to North. And North is going to pick up the first down.
Rogers is down after making that tackle.
And we also have a penalty marker down. And yeah, he's in some pain also, it looks like. North Kitsap training staff is the first one there since it's right by the North Kitsap sideline here, and the Klahowya staff will come over from the other side of the field. We've got 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Oh boy. The initial sign by our referee is a hold against North. Not bad. A couple times tonight they have
They've
shot
had
themselves in
several
the foot.
penalties. The athletic trainer out there for Klahowya, Robin King.
Almost looks like he got maybe his knee twisted up underneath him when he made that tackle.
It was kind of like he was stepped on.
Yeah.
Not purposely, but speaking of which, I'm looking down and number 22, TJ Jensen, is on the table being looked at still. I'm pretty sure he won't be re-entering this game.
Well, we're West Sound TV. Happy to have you with us on BKAT and videotape replay and live on the kitsapsun.com/football. We really want to thank the Sun and Peninsula Subaru, Peninsula Auto Group, actually. They've got Subarus, Mitsubishis, Triumphs, Husqvarnas.
Husqvarnas, I'm impressed, Doc.
That's
You
right.
can remember and pronounce it.
Well, the old Husky, that was always a great motocross bike. I loved the Huskies. And looks like both squads are going to come off to their sidelines.
One of the things I really like is sometimes they will get just way too quick on this and pull them off the side so they can keep playing. But, you know, they have to, looks like they're stabilizing the knee right now, and they have to go all the way to the other side.
Like the pro game. You'll see them do that in the
You
pro
will.
game quite a bit.
I swear
If
they
they're
bring
near
the little card on.
sideline, just run them off, keep the game going.
Could be like soccer and just run a little stretcher out to him and
Yeah, and then the guy gets up. Oh,
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what? I got my breath. And my
Injury
friends had
time
that.
later. It's just always an amazement.
But we don't want to joke because you never know how bad the young man is hurt here. Of course, you hate to see any injury, but it is a physical game. As much as they do to try to make it as safe as possible, it's still a physical game out
Look
there.
what you see happening. It doesn't matter whether they are in green or purple. They are coming to help this kid. They're going to make sure he gets the best help he can.
Yeah, it looks like they got an ice pack. And actually, that's pretty close. Well, maybe a few yards back, but that was pretty close to where TJ got hurt.
It was where Jensen was. maybe there's something that's catching. They're on, these artificial turfs.
Oh, he's up. They do have an ice bag wrapped around that knee, and he's hobbling pretty good. Being helped off the field by the Clahalia training staff, and a nice round of applause by the fans here tonight.
That's a big loss for Clahalia. Your senior captain, Kaylor Rogers.
You would think at 5'6" his shoes wouldn't be that big to fill, but they are this evening.
We've called his name quite a few times tonight on both sides of the ball.
It's going to be second down when we get back underway here.
North is actually preparing for the possibility of a field goal, practicing their long snapping right now in front of us.
Blackmore he was under center. He's looking to there we go. The man in the white hat says start the clock.
And 2nd and 8 is where this ended up at.
Move it!
5'6", nope.
Langhoff waiting for the back judge to raise his hand to snap the ball.
Taking some time off that clock. There it is.
Well, and the back
5
judge
seconds.
went to scratch his head, and I thought that was the official.
Oh, it's a keeper.
And a first down.
Blackmore keeping it, takes it down inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 6 or 7. 7, I think, is where they'll place it. First down and goal to go for the Vikings.
Nice run by Cody Blackmore there to pick up the first down. A little speed rollout. Saw they didn't have anything on the wide receivers and decided to tuck the ball and pick up the first down.
Those yards brought to you by the fact that they've been so successful with that pass most of the night.
First down and goal to go for the North Kitsap Vikings. Trying to use as much time as they can, up by 5, and the clock is ticking.
Hands up by the back judge.
Yeah, that's a pretty good defensive effort. And number 72 for the Clahalia Eagles there is Cole Nucky.
Brady Wetzel.
Oh, Wetzel, 72, excuse me, you're correct.
Do I need to do these in like 32 font next time? That would be 8 pages.
Well, we have a timeout. And 3 minutes, 48 seconds left to go. It's second down. Ball will be at, looks like about the 8 or 9 yard line.
So there's a very real possibility we're going to get to see Andrew Hecker's leg and see whether or not he can put a field goal through and give him an 8-point lead if they can't punch it into the end zone. But he can't come over here and practice his kicks into the net because he's out on the field playing tight end, or is he wide receiver?
I think it's wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Yep. But I know North would much rather have a touchdown than a field goal here.
A field goal is still a one-score game.
Yep.
That is correct.
Touchdown or 2-point conversion.
Yeah, you don't think that yet. You just prepare and you look for the actual score.
Second down for Cody Blackmore. Hands up, or no, a keeper. Up in the air, a wide open receiver, and there's the 7, Andrew Hecker.
We knew Hecker was going to have his hand or foot in this particular play.
Yeah, and again, that play is set up by a couple plays back where they do the exact same thing, and the quarterback takes it. So that cornerback, that safety up there, sees Hecker rolling out and comes forward, leaves that wide receiver wide open in the corner of the end zone.
And I have to admit, he sold me on the original handoff.
It was a good ball fake.
Well, and that attempt at that fourth down may come back to haunt the Eagles. Down and through the uprights for Hecker.
Got a flag coming in from the side judge. Might be an offsides on Clahalia maybe, trying to get in there before.
No, it looks like motion against North. So they'll have to try it again 5 yards back.
I tell you, that number 73, Brendan Gill, fills up a couple different spots out there at 308. And then I noticed they have number 65, who is 287 and 6 foot. So.
And they're both juniors.
Oh, good. I did read from both coaches that there was a lot of time spent in weight rooms this summer, and that's becoming quite obvious.
Mm-hmm.
So the PAT attempt once again for Andrew Hecker, but it'll be 5 yards back. And
interesting was that they had number 12, Alex Albee, practicing receiving that long snap for what would be a field goal. And obviously they couldn't practice with Cody Blackmore, but he's the one out there taking the snap.
down and no problem. Oh, no, it was off to this left side. Plenty of distance.
3 minutes, 43 seconds to go.
Plenty of distance, but off to the left. So 23-34 with 3:43 left to go. That would be an 11-point lead. 2 scores somehow or other for the Eagles to get back into this one at this point.
You know, that's one of those extra points, you know, where you put that kid out on the track to catch it. It would have gone straight through him. It had that much power behind it.
If you're Coach Weibel, you can't be happy either there. You make the field goal and really not happy with the offsides, and then you move it back 5 yards and you miss the extra points.
Yeah, you knew he had the leg. It wasn't any question of that, but you never want to lose points.
Well, and that 11 points gives you a outside shot with a field goal, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion.
True, and Casey Trask has proven he can kick a field goal. He has one this evening.
And we have seen a couple of onside attempts by both sides, actually.
I don't think we're going to see that now. We almost had the little plastic football coming in here. They wanted to give West Sound a little kudos.
And Hecker with the kickoff. Look at that. Boy, we're into the end zone and out.
About 5 yards deep into the end zone.
Man, he's got a pretty good leg. Get a little direction there. It's like a golfer with that last hook, but he's got the distance.
If I remember correctly, he too is just a junior, so a lot of time to develop. And you know, if you are a quality kicker, you can get on college teams pretty easy. They are always looking for that.
First down for the Clahalia Eagles. They've got 3 minutes and 43 seconds to put 11 points on the board. Could be a tough task. Going up to the air right across the middle. Good catch and reception. Good job of holding on that time by Connor Schnoot.
Nice catch. Nice holding
Schneed,
on to the ball
he
after.
was a golfer.
Nice
Yeah,
job
Hecker,
holding on to the ball after getting clobbered there after the catch. That's when you go back to the quarterback and let him know to maybe throw that ball a little bit harder next time.
Ball
Is loose. Everybody's jumping on it. I don't see an indication yet.
not north by the guys in purple.
Man, it's a third down, says a man in the white hat. Be about at the line of scrimmage there. So third down and looks like about 6 to go for the first. Roll it out to this near side, going to the air. Oh, and first down territory. But Sargent could not hang on to it. That's going to bring up fourth down. At this point, not much choice for the Eagles.
Yep, you got to go for it down 11 with 3 to go.
So our scoreboard claims both teams have 4 timeouts left, so I don't quite think that's right. But I could be wrong.
Quick pass out to this near side. And some running room. It's going to be a first down. And that's James.
And a flag comes flying in from the back judge.
James Sharon.
Charonmack is how I heard it pronounced.
Okay, Charon Mack?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the one who had the last touchdown for this Klahowya team.
Number 23. And let's see. Uh-oh, block in the back by Klahowya.
Coaches must just have nightmares about that particular signal.
We've had a few of them tonight, too.
We have. Or hold, all the above.
Well, generally, you see a lot more of the holds than that block in the back, and tonight we've had more of the block in the back.
Seems like a lot of the block in the backs, too, have been calls that have been behind the play with the play already past them.
That's correct. 4th down now for Klahowya again. This time, though, they'll have to go about 8 yards. 7, 8. Ball up in the air, wide open. Klahowya receiver, but almost picked up by Bryce Hacker. And that's going to end the Klahowya drive. And North Kitsap takes over.
Dejected
23.
Casey Sargent getting up over there. He became the tackler as opposed. He actually should have let the guy intercept it because it would have been something of a punt.
Yeah, exactly.
But you aren't thinking that when you're out on the field.
2:48 left to go, and North Kitsap takes over. And they will definitely be looking for that back judge to hold up his hand with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a heavy dose of the running game here for the last 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Man, looks like we're going to have a timeout.
Oh, that's a North Kitsap one. I thought it would be a unique thing for Klahowya to use it when the clock was stopped. But, you know, they had 4 times. Now it's 1 and 4. Okay. I think that it's been corrected.
Man, you know, I think maybe Coach Weibel wanted to get a couple of new guys in.
And or just make sure that these guys are going to hang on to that ball.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle North's evening might be done.
Oh, definitely Hecker out.
Yeah, there's TJ Jensen standing up on his own 2 feet.
Talking to Dennis, who's come off the field. Well, this has been quite the high school contest.
It's been hard fought.
It has.
No doubt about that.
Kind of a tale of 2 different halves here. But one of the things I saw in North in the first half was a patience. And they eventually, that paid off in the second half as well on their touchdown drive.
Blackmore under center. And handoff to the new running back, number 14, Brett Knutson in the game for the Vikings. Pick up half a yard on that first one. Clock continues to tick, 2.5 minutes.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Brady Wetzel makes the tackle.
I think both teams can take a lot of positives out of this game. Klahowya coming back, and then North kind of answering Klahowya's momentum and marching down the field and scoring what should be the touchdown that's going to put it away.
And Blackmore's just keeping it, running to this near side.
He stayed in bounds. That took guts with that many guys right there.
That's right. Ran into Joel Burleson.
Joel Burleson makes the tackle for the Eagles.
And you know, North really needed to put a W up. Even though it is just the first game of the Olympic League, they have a tough loss to begin to Archbishop Murphy and a blowaway last week to Blanchette. So,
yeah, definitely it kind of gets them back, gets the mindset back into the something, but in the realm of things, it's the league record that counts, and Klahowya is going to be 1-0, or North's going to be 1-0.
Again.
Yep, this is the WIA. They do 2-year cycles, so there'll be a We'll have a group of two new teams next year and the year after doing home and homes.
Yeah, we saw that, of course, with Newport, SK first time at Newport with the victory, and then last week, Newport taking it to SK at Joe Knowles Field. 1:56 left to go. Third down and about a yard and a half for the first. Oh, and down on a knee is Cody Blackmore.
Some people weren't real happy on Billy Britton touching him, but he took a little while.
Yeah, I don't think there was a
Coach
major
Erickson all the way
intention
out,
there.
somewhere in the middle of this field trying to get his time out, I think. This does make a fourth down.
And actually, about 5 or 6 yards to go now.
19-yard line.
Okay, they want to change the clock back to 1 minute 50 seconds. And it is a Klahowya timeout. Coach is not illegally on the field.
No, he had called the timeout.
Well, yeah, good game. Good hard-fought high school football game tonight.
Coach Erickson, I got to be one of the only coaches who wears a tie, you
Yeah,
think?
going the old the Ted Nolan look from the ex-49ers coach.
Fourth down now for North Kitsap.
And one of the few coaches I've seen that doesn't wear a headset.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, going up to the air with it is Blackmore, and
it is incomplete. Joel Burleson was out of bounds.
But Klahowya will take over with 1:44 left to go in the ball game.
From Klahowya here, you got to be looking at maybe some pass routes toward the sidelines to get some yardage and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Now, I believe next week Klahowya will take on Olympic, is it? Or
no, it's
it's Kingston. That's
and
correct.
Olympic. I do have their schedule.
Flag over on this near side.
Well, actually, we have. Oh yeah, they're against Kingston. You're right.
At
home in a double
which
header.
is Silverdale Stadium.
And that'll starts at 5 o'clock, and then the North Kitsap guys will be taking on Squim here at home again.
And the second game of that double header down at Silverdale will be Central Kitsap and Gig Harbor.
The tides are rolling in.
Yeah. Motion against the Eagles. That was the yellow flag. 1:38 left to go. Moving back, first down. Back 5. And actually, after that little rainstorm here before the game, it's been a pretty decent night.
I kind of like where it's raining through the top of the booth here with that trap door at the top.
23 takes it. That would be James Chiranamak.
Kind of wondering where the bonfire is that they had going before the game started out there behind the scoreboard.
I saw that. I went, that is real tailgating they had going on.
Second down now for Klahowya.
North Kitsap in their prevent defense with 4 defensive backs dropping back in coverage, preventing the long pass.
Uh-oh, ball is loose.
Get a face mask here.
Or horse collar, or maybe both.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see. Connor Langhoff got hauled down, though, and it will be, again, against North Kitsap.
Contact to the helmet is what he said.
Now, how come sometimes contact to the head or the helmet is a personal, and sometimes they don't? Do they just not show it, or is there actually a difference?
No, it should be a 15-yard penalty no matter what, if it's inadvertent or targeting. It should be 15 from the spot.
Illegal helmet contact on the defense is called.
And that wouldn't have been any of the ones I thought it was. You thought it was face mask. I thought he had done the horse collar, so
Probably could have.
it was door number 3.
Yeah.
It did look like a horse collar.
I thought
there.
so.
I thought he had him around the pads. Okay, it's going to move Clahalia up to their own 39-yard line.
1:18 remaining here.
Yeah, the first down, despite the, there it is, they changed the.
It gets there.
Oh,
That was almost a nice pickoff with a lot of green space, but
Complete to John Harris.
Clahalia is going to get, they're going to make
It's
the
a first down,
Yeah.
which is good news for Harris because he did not get out of bounds.
clock will stop on the first down. They'll set the ball and restart it.
Right at midfield at the 50-yard line, and as soon as they say wind the clock, Klahowya is ready to go. I like to hurry up.
Well, kind of their only option right now.
Yeah, but they've been playing it
They
a lot
have. They
throughout
really
the
have.
game. I like that.
That looked like a fairly good pass leading Harris, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he probably catches that 9 out of 10 times. I think he maybe heard some footsteps from number 11, Trevor Dennis out there.
Under a minute to go in the ball game up here at North Kitsap High School.
Mid-September, September 20th already.
Oh, the long down quarter, downfield
Down
pass.
quarter, you're still in basketball, aren't you, Doc?
Or tennis.
Could be. Yeah, one of those.
Or volleyball. Yeah, that was Hacker with the D for North Kitsap. Of course, on the incomplete pass, the clock does stop.
That was a very nice pass. As far as
some
getting some
distance there,
distance, that's the best I've seen his arm tonight. A couple times when he's tried to go long, it's had a little bit more of a wobble in it. So that was really nice to see.
Well, Connor's only a junior, too. They're down. There's a good shot. Let's see if he caught it. Yep, they're going to put him on the 40-yard line, or maybe the 41.
Not a first down, though. This is fourth and get her done time.
Fourth and inches, 36 seconds, so.
Clock winding.
Simpson will get the first down.
Simpson carries the ball, picks up the first down to the 38.
Mays, 23, even went that far down the field, but he able to get back in time for them to run the play quickly.
And they're ready to go as soon as the head man signals start the clock. Oh, wide open receiver. Nice.
It's Harris.
Job. It's John Harris. I don't.
It is a
he
touchdown.
did get inside the pylon. I couldn't quite tell whether it was inside or outside the pylon. But the Eagles put 6 more on with 14 seconds left in the game.
Remember when we talked about positives? Boy, Clahalia's got to take this home with them.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not even that. They're a 2-point conversion and a field goal away from tying this, so they'll definitely be lining up for the onside kick here. But, you know, they definitely have to get this 2-point conversion.
And they're going to go for it, all right. Hand off to Simpson. He cuts back but gets shut down short of the goal line. And a whole bunch of purple jerseys getting up there.
So it looks like North is maybe going and grabbing the guys they took out earlier to get on the hands team. You see 35
North.
North going back into the game, and probably Hecker and Hacker will be going back into the game to field this onside kick.
And they didn't have second string defense. I was checking. They had Dennis. They had several. They had, I think they had number 5 Hecker out there. So that was run against the number 1 string.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it did take the field goal out of play by missing that 2-point
That 5-point field
conversion.
goal that they don't have. Maybe Australian rules or rugby can get you one of those.
Now, which of the 3 guys is going to kick it? And remember, it's got to go to the 50.
Again, we have door number 1, 2, and 3.
Trask has been the main kicker.
number 20 Austin Sargent, and 42 Dylan Knapp, I believe.
And it's an offsides call. I believe we'll see. Flag is out right in that position. And it did get 50-yard line.
The question is whether they made contact with it as they were right beside it there.
Well, there's a yellow hanky down
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
So they'll do it over, I'm pretty sure.
I think they're going to get one of the kickers, actually, that didn't kick the ball was
Just beyond
That
it.
it
just beyond
touched
the
him.
40.
Oh, that could be.
Yep. So you can still do an onside kick, just a little further back.
This time it only has to be to the 45. Coach Weibel tried to not accept that penalty, but it happens prior to the actual kick, so it's got to be taken.
Three hands in the air by the Eagles. Uh-oh, now what's going on? Ah!
I'm thinking maybe too many people in motion. I don't know. I don't know what the kicking rules are.
Actually, I don't think the white hat actually signaled the play for signaled the ball for play.
That could be.
And Justin Arsenault is going around at the backside of all of those three guys.
Let me give our clock man huge credit. He's not hit it once. I'm thinking I would have run it hours ago. Well, that's what you run, the 24-second clock at the high school? Or is
Yeah,
that
the
what
shot clock.
clocks? I watched the game too much. I really think I would be dead on that.
Now there we go again, except it's the other side. Trask kicks it, and it does not get the required 10 yards.
Chris
And
Andrews steps up and gets that.
North Kitsap picks it up, and that should just about do it.
That was a
for the
freshman
North
who
Kitsap
just did that for
Sophomore,
you.
yeah, freshman Chris Andrews with the kick recovery.
So
and North Kitsap will have one. They'll have to do a kneel down. The victory formation now.
Just a quick score from Bellarmine here. Central Kitsap lost 41-0.
Oh no, bummer.
And that
Bellarmine, though, is one of the best in the state. Well, that's it up here in Paulsbo, and the North Kitsap Vikings come away with the victory. 34-29 over the Clahalia Eagles. A spirited game tonight, though, and North needed that W.
Oh, they certainly did. They did a nice job of recapturing that victory that we thought they had much earlier in the game. They never let Clahalia lead, but that, what was it, 5 points that separated them at the end? It speaks volumes about how well Clahalia came back.
Yeah, they did a really nice job of, they got down early. They didn't get their heads down. They stayed positive. They got it to, within one possession here, but also have to give credit to North, who answered Clahalia's calling and put some points on the board in the second half to get the victory here at North Kitsap Stadium.
Well, we want to thank you folks for tuning in. We, of course, want to thank the kitsapsun.com/football for streaming this game live over the internet with the assistance sponsorship of Peninsula Subaru, Peninsula Auto Group, and we are West Sound TV. We will be, you can see this game on the 29th on BKAT, Channel 12 on Comcast, Channel 3 on Wave Broadband. And it was a good, fun game. I'm glad we didn't have a blowout like last week.
It was the game of the week. I bet when we look at the scores tomorrow, this is going to be one of the closest ones out there.
Alrighty, well, again, we got to thank Spencer Anderson for doing his usual great job on the camera and running the stream. Keith Armstrong sitting in with us. Keith, fun to have you here.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You got a pretty good game to look at.
Yeah, it was a great game, and it's been a while since I've seen an Olympic League football game. I know when I played at CK, we were in the old Olympic League with Bremerton, PA, Squim, North, us, and yeah, so it was it's nice to kind of get here and see a good quality early season Olympic League matchup.
All right, well, we are West Sound TV, and stay tuned. We will see you soon.